Hello, welcome to Stephen A. Wall Gymnasium here at Western Boone High School, where the Western Boone Stars currently trail the Zionsville Eagles 19-17 after a rough first half. Zionsville got inside and was able to crash the boards and get some easy layups and also get a lot of fouls called their way. As for Western Boone, their outside shooting has been efficient so far, but they've been mostly contained on defense. And sorry about the lack of first half coverage. We didn't get the first half because of some technical difficulties with our software, but we're back now, hopefully, and able to give you a very good broadcast here for the second half. As this thing goes down to the wire, Nathaniel, you have to think this one might go down to the wire. Of course, Zionsville with a lot of good players, and Western Boone has a star player of their own, Madison Jones.
Yeah, Madison's been very solid throughout the year. She started her first game and broke a couple of school records, if you want to get into that.
Yeah, she scored 49 points in her first game in the season opener to set up a new record for the school in scoring. Is also very proficient for her throughout the season, averaging 27.3 points per game. Done a very good job on the outside, and she's also done a very good job of getting to the rim and scoring. Her three-point shooting is doing just above average, about 32%. Right around that mid-range, and she's done very well to lead this team. She gets everybody involved just as they need to, just as Lauren Flory, who's the second player on Western Boone, averaging 11.1 points per game. She is the last and only double-digit scorer besides Madison Jones.
I know it's a little late, but let's get into the starting lineups for Western Boone and meet the girls.
Madison Jones, senior. Kara Brewer, junior. Lauren Flory, junior. Hillary Reed, junior. Tori Wilkinson, junior.
We are Lady Stars.
And we're back now. Madison Jones right there with the bucket. And right now out on the floor, near steal by Madison Jones, but getting inside the rack for Zionsville. That's number 21, Megan Sheridan. Sheridan puts up another two, and Zionsville still leads by two. 21-19 score here over Western Boone here at Stephen A. Wall Gymnasium. Madison Jones with the ball at the top of the key. She's looking for a motion. Brings it up to the left side and the wing right there to Hillary Reed. Reed goes back middle, fires it over to the right side wing. Back to Reed. Western Boone working the ball around the top, around the arc. And now Jones takes a long three-pointer, clanks off the right side of the rim, and it's taken nicely by Zionsville and trailing up the court right there. Nice dump off for Zionsville to get the two under the basket. That's 23 with the basket. That's Richardson.
Busted coverage down in front led to that goal, and here we're back over for Western Boone.
And Western Boone still scoreless right here. That's a long three-pointer from the outside by Kara Brewer, knocks it through. And to make it a one-point ball game, Kara Brewer with another three. Look at Kara Brewer on the season. She's made 7 three-pointers, and she's made a couple here tonight in the first half, and that is her second three-pointer of the night.
Bouncing around the top of the key.
And for Zionsville to get it to Richardson. Richardson dumps it to Sheridan right at the left elbow. She goes down inside on the left block. Muscling her way in is Richardson. She's got more.
Richardson with a size advantage just jumps up and over Hillary Reed.
Right here, Jones stops on a dime, kicks back out to Brewer, who will fire another three off the front of the rim, and the rebound is taken up by Sheridan. Up the court is Richardson with a Euro step, and it's an offensive foul. Hillary Reed draws another charge. She drew a charge earlier in the first half to give Western Boone possession, and right there she gets another one.
That's what she's known for around her teammates, is getting these offensive penalties called against her, and it's very helpful to get your team the ball in a situation like this.
Number 5.
Now checking in for Zionsville, number 5, that's Katie Huber. Huber comes in averaging 6.3 points per game. Here's Reed. She just crosses the half-court mark. Is on the right wing to Madison Jones. Jones has got pressure on her. And now she drives the back. Nice hesitation move. Hangs in the air. Can't get it to fall. Rolls off the top of the back iron. And its rebound is taken by Sheridan. Sheridan fires it out inside to Richardson. Richardson works her way into the lane. Running layup is good with the left hand.
Zionsville is having a lot of success in the paint. They're just working their way around at the bottom of the paint and is getting good points from there.
This is Zionsville's largest lead of the game. 5 points on the board for them. And right there, shoving the back by Sheridan.
Fouls on 21, Sheridan. Star ball out of bounds.
Stars ball out of bounds. Will inbound it is Hillary Reed. Have to protect the paint right here for Zionsville. Brewer makes her way across it, and then Tori Wilkinson comes down, but Jones will get it. On the outside, they go back to the corner for Hillary Reed. Hillary Reed jump stops. Now she kicks it back out to the right side for Lauren Flory. Brewer to the rack. That's no good there. Pressure coming from the defense. That's Sheridan. And number 10 right there, Lily Bird, hauls in the rebound. Bring it back around the outside key. Katie Huber now back to Sheridan on the left block. Inside for a three-pointer. That's no good. And the rebound, she catches her own rebound, tries to put it back up. Rebound by Tori Wilkinson. She has it stripped from her, and it's taken away as she falls down. Back in the corner for a shot. Rolls in and out, and another layup opportunity.
Zionsville is not having their way on the outside, but once they pass it inside, easy layups for this team so far.
Oh, and a girl is down. Looks like number 13 is down for Zionsville. That is Gabby Woodworth.
That'll be a timeout. Score stands 29-22 in favor of Zionsville. Been a close game throughout the whole night.
It has.
Yeah,
Western Boone took the lead early on in the first half, and then now since then, they've fallen short of Zionsville. The Eagles, they came into this one standing at 5-3. And Western Boone, of course, came into this one at 6-3.
Zionsville had wins
ahead
over Danville. They won that one by 2. Lost to Lawrence North, beat Lebanon, lost to Carmel, beat Avon Fishers, lost to Bedford, Lawrence North, and then beat Cathedral in a nail-biter overtime win their last game. Comes into the game with 5 wins, 3 losses as we get this play started. Hillary Reed's going to take it across midcourt.
Woodworth didn't have any points in that last game against Cathedral. Jones will fire for a 3. And barely just kisses off the glass. And the glass pushes it right off the front of the top of the rim. Richardson on the outside. Now setting it up. It's Katie Huber. Huber goes back to Richardson on the left side.
Good defense from Western Boone, not giving him a lot of looks.
Shutting down the middle. Trying to shut down the middle at least. Prevent any points in the paint. The majority of Zionsville's points have all come from points in the paint. Like to run that backdoor offense in the motion. Richardson with a turnaround jump shot. It's no good, but Zionsville will get another opportunity. That's stripped away by Brewer. Brewer fires it ahead, and it's a foul.
Just a desperation pass from Brewer as she was dropping. She's this team's second leading scorer. Obviously, Madison Jones comes in number 1, and Brewer is number 2.
Bring it up court, Hillary Reed. Reed crosses the timeline. Fling it over to the left side for Brewer. She's going to hold at the top of the key. Back to Brewer again. Leaves her wide open, and the shot clanks off the back of the rim. Rebound close out of bounds, but it's taken away by Lauren Flory with the rebound. Jones will have it at the top. It's back to Flory, the power forward. Jones has it up top. Going with the 2-3 zone. Here's Zionsville. They get it to the middle. And it's stripped away, but it's taken back by Jones. Jones fires it backdoor for Brewer, and she kisses it off the glass.
Jones does what she's been doing all year and just gets a nice bounce pass in between everybody to Brewer for the easy points in the paint.
Madison Jones had 33 assists coming into this game right here. Muscling her way inside. Richardson down on the low block.
Zionsville does the same thing Western Boone does, and right now Madison Jones has the ball for Western Boone.
Nice over-the-head pass outside to Brewer on the left wing. Back over the right wing for Madison Jones. Kicks inside to Voiles. Voiles doesn't start for Western Boone, but she's played a lot of good minutes coming off the bench. Jones gets it back out. Reed takes a little hesitation step, Brewer sidesteps her defender after she gets it, and now Jones will take a three-pointer on the way. No good, and the rebound is taken inside by Lauren Flory, and a foul.
Western Boone was looking for those threes. They had three people out behind the arc trying to take good looks. That was covered up by Zionsville nicely.
They call it Eagle ball. The foul, they're saying, goes on Lauren Flory for the hold. And now a little bit of confusion going on.
There at the bottom of your screen, you can see Coach Megan Alexander for the Stars trying to figure out what happened on that foul. Here's we get back into play. Zionsville ball.
Down by 7. Western Boone trying to desperately get back into this one with 2:10 left to go in the third quarter. Screen on the outside for Richardson. She has it on the left wing. She goes middle, tucks it under, and can't lay it in. Just bounces off the top. She gets the rebound from her own person, and then she lays it in. Nice roll in there for Richardson. Oh, nice up-court pass for Jones. Jones back outside to Brewer. Brewer too short. Taken by Zionsville. That's Richardson again bringing it up court. Jones will be there to stop the ball. We get back to Huber. Huber at the top of the key, defended by Reed. She picks up her dribble. Drive Mac Mills, Carlson. Also back to Richardson. Richardson has another sister on the team. Right here, a nice drive inside by Huber. Trying to reverse layup right there. Another offensive rebound for Zionsville. Zionsville can't grab it. Hillary Reed dives for it. And a foul's going to be called.
Zionsville, with the obvious size advantage, is doing a lot under the basket, trying to get those 2 points from down there instead of shooting as many threes.
Well, right there, Zionsville just got the foul. It was Huber who picked it up. Jones will bring it up court for Western Boone. Brewer goes in motion.
Go ahead, sorry.
Here's Flory. Outside, back to Reed. Reed brings it over to the midcourt.
Good defense by Zionsville, covering up everything.
Yeah, they're trying to go back door right there. Nice corner find for Brewer. Knocks it down.
Just as I say that, they leave her wide open for the three. And she's been the second most, obviously, behind Madison Jones, the second most proficient person from downtown.
33-27 the score here with 37 seconds left in the third quarter.
Last year's
defended nicely.
State runner-ups is Zionsville, looking to get some points up on the board.
Here's Jones defending against Richardson. Richardson, that's crossover, trying to cross over Jones. They hand it off. Back to Huber. Huber running it around. They ends up back to Richardson with 9 seconds left. Western Boone's defense trying to hold strong there in the post. In the corner for a three. Knocked down by Zionsville. Number 3, Aliyah Carlson. And Carlson will put the final points on the board for the third quarter as Zionsville's lead jumps out to 9, their largest of the night.
I alluded to it earlier. Zionsville last year lost to Warren Central in the state championship by only 4 points. And right now they're looking pretty good, up by 9. They actually lost their star player before the season started, Maddie Nolan, for Zionsville with a season-ending knee injury before the season even started.
It's a tough break, Nathaniel.
With a winning record, they've been able to overcome that pretty nicely here throughout the year.
That's good coaching right there for Zionsville. You know that you have a good game plan. Even if your star player goes down, you don't have to rely on them as much. And I'd also say the same thing about Megan Alexander. If they were to lose Madison Jones, it wouldn't be the end of the world because I'm sure Megan Alexander's game plan that she has for her players really fits the system well. And a lot of the players fit the scheme well too. Zionsville's coach obviously knows what he's doing. He's very proficient. He used to be a longtime teacher here at Western Boone. He's a very efficient coach. He runs an efficient offense using the size, and he knows how to use players to the best of their abilities. Right here, coming out into the fourth quarter, we have 8 minutes left to go. 36-27 the score here, the Eagles on top. It'll be the Eagles' ball to start out the fourth quarter. Inbounding for Zionsville, Lily Bird. Taking is Huber. leaving Bird alone there in the corner on the near side. Driving near side, handoff to Bird. Back outside to Richardson. Richardson's a very tall player. You think she should be down on the post, but she's handling the ball well. Defended by Flory.
Yeah, Zionsville's been mixing their players down below the basket pretty nicely.
And right as she lays it in, Flory picks up another foul.
Flory.
So Flory actually comes into the game as the team's second leading scorer. I said Brewer earlier, but that was incorrect. Brewer's just the second best from downtown. Flory leads the team behind Maddie Jones in scoring.
Here on the right side, it's Richardson. Katie Richardson holding the ball.
Trying to kill the clock here.
Brought down to about 7 minutes. Goes back outside to Huber. They're just going to hold it in the corners here and try to force Western Boone to come after them.
Western Boone needs to be aggressive right here. Try to get the ball because they're not going to win if they're going to let Zionsville hold the ball for 7 minutes.
Go back into the corner running that motion style of offense, getting the switch. Here Flory switches back on Richardson. Previously defended by Brewer.
They need a steal here.
Going back into the middle. Here comes the layup. It just barely tips off the glass, but Richardson's able to chase the rebound down. And they bring it back to the corners here. Zionsville just milking that clock. Very smart strategy for them. They have the lead by 9, and they've already taken 2 minutes off the clock.
This is where the shot clock comes in handy, but unfortunately for high school, they do not have that.
And right there, Zionsville forces the foul. That's Hillary Reed who picks it up. Right here, if you're Western Boone, not much you can do defensively because Zionsville is doing a good job of moving the ball around. And your defense really has to come out and try to force them to move inside the paint. Right there, that's when it opens it up. Right there, taken nicely by Carlson, but Carlson retreats and gets it back to Huber. Huber with a nice crossover. One from left to right. Now pressure coming from Flory. They go over the top. Now twisting and turning her way inside is Richardson. She stops right at the elbow. Pressure coming. Has to get rid of it. They go back to the same thing. Back to the corner. 3 minutes down off the clock. Reed comes over defending. They get the switch. Bird is there. Bird stops at the free throw line.
Western Boone needs to try to strip the ball. They need a turnover here.
Well, if it's Zionsville, they're playing very smart with the ball. They just keep retreating into the corner.
30 more seconds off the clock, puts it at 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game.
Well, the Zionsville players are just standing around down below, not really trying to force anything. Right there, the running layup, no good. Rebounded by Zionsville, trying to put it up again. Fight for the rebound. Taken by Zionsville, back out to Bird. Bird tries to get the bank shot, no good. Rebounded once again by Zionsville, but it's out of bounds. Western Boone will take it. Wow, you've wasted 3 minutes off the clock if you're Zionsville. Good job.
That was a very nice possession there. As you mentioned, they're dropping time off the clock, not giving Western Boone a chance to crawl back into this game.
Fortunately for them, they have only 5 minutes left to try and get back into this one, down by 9. Western Boone will take a timeout. It's a full timeout.
On that last possession, the ball touched many different players from both teams, as no one could just get a hold of it, and finally it was in the possession of a Zionsville person who stepped out of bounds, and that's why Western Boone now gets the ball.
Yeah, finally, after a few shots were put up, trying to get it inside, but finally, Western Boone able to force the turnover there. The offensive rebounds are just killing them. Right now, if you're Western Boone, you really need to try and get up higher, box out. Not boxing out is what's causing Zionsville to get all these offensive rebounds, but they've done a good job using the size. Looking at Zionsville's roster, they have actually 3 players that are over 6 foot. They have Megan Sheridan, who's 6'1", Katie Richardson, who's 6 foot, and then Delaney Richardson, who's 6'1". It's very hard for Western Boone to get up and grab the board out of the box out.
Coming into the game, this is what a lot of the Western Boone players were afraid of, was the size of Zionsville. And they came to the game with that on their minds.
Well, Western Boone's definitely a team that can compete against a team like Zionsville, but right now Zionsville is just playing smarter basketball. They're opening up the middle of the floor, getting inside, getting to the rack, and using their size to get offensive rebounds and second chance points. Here's Jones out on the right side with a nice crossover to get back to the middle. Now she's going to drive inside. She just hesitates, drives
Brewer.
back inside,
Brewer's
picks
open.
it up. Brewer will take the three on the outside. Another three for Brewer. Down by 6 now. Western Boone trying to claw back into this one. Zionsville's probably going to go back to that same set they did on their last possession. Just get it back to the corners and hold it there. Hillary Reed trying to force the pressure, though, on Huber. Huber dumps it off inside to Richardson on the out. Richardson drives inside, kicks it back outside to Huber. Huber's going to retreat. Hillary Reed's being told to come up and put pressure on her defender. And falling inside, can't get the layup right there. It's taken by Tori Wilkinson. Wilkinson gets it out to Jones. Now it's a 3-on-1. Jones over to Flory, gets the offensive rebound, trying to put it up and in. She rips it away from her defender, puts it back up, and it can't be taken. It'll go out of bounds. Boy, you had a big opportunity there, a 4-on-1, and you're not able to convert points. That's going to hurt.
After Jones caught her own rebound, she had number 30, Hillary Reed, wide open, and she just didn't take it. She put it up herself, and it was well defended by Zionsville.
Carlson will check out, and Sheridan will check back in. Western Boone going with a full court trap. Bring up the trap to the half court line, and a bad pass forced by the Western Boone defense. Zionsville with an ill-advised throw.
So it happens when you put pressure on her, and it worked as she just gets that bad pass out into the stands. Gives Maddie Jones the ball. 4 minutes left in the game.
There's Jones at the middle. Zionsville going with that 2-3. Outside, Wilkinson drives inside, kicks it back out to Reed. Brewer will have it. Defended by Huber.
Watch Jones.
Jones gets the ball. Pressure coming from her defender. Hesitates trying to work inside, but the Zionsville defense adjusting nicely. Wilkinson trapped in the corner, trying to get rid of it. Gets back to Brewer. Here's Jones. She's able to take some long shots, but she's not going to do it here. Yep, she's open for a three. That one clinks off the front. Massa Jones has not been on target tonight. Right there, she forces her way inside, and she is fouled. She fouled Huber.
That was some great defense by Zionsville. Able to stop these shooters from getting any kind of open looks, and now they have the ball in their hands with 3:18 left.
Zionsville tried to force the pass, and Jones tried to get in there to swat it away. Fortunately, she gets called for the foul. Now a double team coming over the top. The nice pass outside. And a timeout taken by Zionsville.
3:08 left in the game. Down by 6 is Western Boone.
This one's going to go down to the wire here, Nathaniel. I feel it.
This is when your star player, the Davenport commit, Maddie Jones, needs to come in and make some plays. We saw her off target a little bit here in the fourth quarter. She needs to be on point here the rest of the way out and try to put up some more points on the board.
It's really rough for her when you got the defense smothering her. She can't get inside and do what she likes to do. She's been able to pick apart defenses all year, drive to the basket. That's her main game, is getting to the basket. And a part of that is why she's joined the 1,000-point club only as a junior. This year, obviously the senior trying to lead the squad. She's one of the 2 seniors on this roster, Tesla Burns being the other. The rest are juniors and sophomores. She's the lone varsity senior starter. The rest of them being juniors. There the trap is coming.
Gotta watch those fouls.
Zionsville avoids the trap. They get it to the middle, and now back outside to Huber. Huber goes back to Richardson. Richardson again. On the corner for Woodworth. Woodworth is back on the floor after taking a hard fall.
Some nice passing by this offensive Zionsville.
Doing a good job right now. Western Boone trying to force the pressure. Hillary Reed is there to defend. He's making Sheridan. And jump shot on the way from Huber. Huber can't get it. Wilkinson with the rebound. Fires an up-court pass. Nice pass there for Jones. Jones works inside. Gets blocked at the rim on the layup. But she gets her own rebound. Falling down, she escapes. Shovels it outside to Brewer. Reed steps up, but she can't get it, so she's going to retreat back to Brewer. Gives it back to Jones. Over the head pass to Reed. Reed thought about taking the three. She's not going to. Flory gets it up.
They need points quick. 2 minutes left on the board.
He gets in the middle right here.
Flory's
Here's
open.
Reed. Flory will fire. Too strong. Off the right side of the square.
Flory only has, she's 3 for 10, 4 for 10 coming into the game.
Wide open shot here for Zionsville. They're not able to get it. Flory gets the rebound. Outside to Reed. Reed pushing the tempo. Nice bounce pass inside to Brewer. Brewer lays it in. 4-point lead now for Zionsville. Going to the full court pressure. Here's Western Boone. Trying to get that full court trap going. There goes retreat back to the half court set. Jones switches on Huber. Huber gets, and it's going to be a timeout called.
Timeout, Eagles.
Zionsville with the lucky timeout there just before Jones could strip it.
If they didn't call timeout right there, that would have been 2 more on the board for Jones, as she would have been the only one back there and would have had an easy layup opportunity to bring it in for. Instead,
wow, good call.
28 left in the game, 32-36 ball game.
Good call by the Zionsville head coach to force the timeout. He was very fortunate he got that one off, because then just would have been a 2-point lead. With only 1:28 to go here, Zionsville still putting the pressure on, 36-32. They're playing a little bit more conservative now than they did earlier in the game.
I think Western Boone needs to be even more aggressive. They're getting the ball, they're getting down to their side of the court, and they're passing it over and over and dropping points off the board themselves. What they need to do is take some more shots, try to get more open and get some more of these shots put up, because they need points, Colin.
It's really rough for Western Boone. You're trying to do everything you can. Of course, without the help of a shot clock, you can't force the opponent to take a shot. They could hold it all game if they want to, but this is where you need to come in and play really good trap defense. Try and force a turnover or a bad pass. They've done that early on in the fourth quarter to try and force the bad passes and get the ball back and get some easy fast break points. Zionsville going with that pack line. Outside to Richardson. Huber dumps it inside to Richardson. Richardson using the left hand to dribble. Back to Huber. Side to Huber. It's over the head soccer pass. And goes back to her. To Richardson. Trying to play trap defense, running inside. Blocking foul is the call on the layup. Western Boone defense could not react quick enough and get in front. It's going to result in a block. Hillary Reed. Hillary Reed there with the call. That shot falls. Makes it a 5-point game.
Try to bring it within 6. Free throw shooter's good.
Now Western Boone with very tough situation, 1:06 left.
In need of 6 points to send this one to overtime.
Save for Madison Jones, try to force her way to the basket. Gets a screen there and runs into a triple team.
It's Flory.
Flory has it now outside.
Good coverage by Zionsville, not letting anything up.
Madison Jones calling for the screen. It doesn't come.
Here it is.
Jones drives inside, waiting for the hole. No shot, and the foul will be on the floor. That foul goes on 21 Sheridan.
Zionsville's coaches are not happy with this one.
Jones will inbound. She gets it in quickly to Reed.
40 seconds.
Now down to 39. They try to get it to Madison Jones. She gets it. Off the batted pass, drives inside, tucks her shoulder. She is fouled again. Now with 32 seconds left. Still 6-point lead for Zionsville.
Maddie Jones with the ball.
Back to Reed. And that same play, here goes Reed. Out of the top of the key. 27 seconds. Reed's going to take a 3. No good. Rebounded by Flory. Flory puts it up, and it's good. 20 seconds left. Timeout taken by Western Boone, down by 4.
18.5 seconds.
Western Boone with 2 timeouts left. Uses one wisely there. 18 seconds left. They're down by 4.
Western Boone.
A full timeout here for Western Boone. Finch right here. It's kind of an awkward situation for Zionsville. You can just hold the ball all you want. You gotta have to foul if you're Western Boone.
Exactly.
Looking at the free throw percentage numbers, trying to see who you could look to foul. They have free throw percentage. really, there's not a whole lot of people you can foul. I'd say the best person you probably have to foul will be Megan Sheridan. She came in shooting about 46% from the free throw line. Everybody else, including Woodworth, Richardson, and Delaney Richardson, all shooting 83, 83, and 78. It's going to be tough. And then the two other players, actually looking at the other numbers, so the best person probably would be still to foul Sheridan, shooting 66% on the season, either her or Huber, who's shooting 63. Everyone else shooting above 50. The Richardson sisters still shooting above 80%.
We're awaiting the ball here. Zionsville will have it.
And one of the officials came over and talked to Jones.
18 and a half left in this one.
Now you get up court here. Zionsville gets it. Now they run into a trap and a foul. 2 seconds go off the clock.
Fouls on 11, Jones.
They're going to give that one to the Davenport commit. Davenport.
Of course, Davenport University up north in Michigan. Jones recently signed her letter of intent to go there.
Ball's in play.
And another quick foul. That foul goes on Richardson. That's not good. If you're Western Boone, Richardson, Katie Richardson goes to the line shooting 83%. Sorry, knocked down a few free throws tonight. That one just falls right through. Coming into the game right now is Lily Bird for Zionsville, trying to sustain this lead. So I'd say for this one, Nathaniel, Zionsville's height presence was too much of a matchup for Western Boone to handle. Of course, you don't have the size advantage. What Zionsville, of course, does. 3 players standing over 6 foot.
And they're all still very athletic, very strong, and we've seen it tonight. Still a close game, 34-40.
They've been able to spread out the Western Boone defense and get some easy points in at the rack. Then when the defense for Western Boone crashes, it's usually a fight for the ball. But Zionsville's been able to win the matchup every pretty much so often. They've done a very good job of getting hands on the ball, getting the rebounds, the offensive rebounds, and the second chance points.
Hanging close with the second best team from last year is no small feat. Western Boone's done a nice job tonight staying in the game, only down by 6 here with 15 left in the game.
Of course, the Eagles are a team. It's a team to be reckoned with. Came into Western Boone, and Western Boone put up a pretty good fight early on and throughout the third quarter. But unfortunately, in the third and fourth quarter here, they faltered just a little bit, and the height advantage for Zionsville has really taken its toll. Reed will inbound for Western Boone. Jones will get it. 14 seconds left. Racing to the rim. Over the head pass to Lauren Flory. Flory falls too short. Jones is there to try and collect the rebound. She's going to get the possession. 6 seconds left. And at this point, Nathaniel is a little too late to get back into this one. Down 6. Only 6 seconds left. Have to score a point per second. 5 seconds now. Tori Wilkinson has it outside. 2 seconds. And the shot for Jones falls through at the buzzer. Well, it's only going to be a 3-point loss here for Western Boone. That point will count. That bucket will count for Madison Jones. Fortunately, just their squad not able to pull it out tonight.
Yeah, Zionsville just looked like the better team for most of it. Western Boone was still able to hold the game close. Western Boone have fallen to 6-4 on the season. Zionsville 6-3.
Well, Western Boone will now fall to, I believe, 6-4, and Zionsville will improve their record to 6-3. Congratulations to Zionsville on taking this one. The height advantage just too much.
That's right. This game, it was close for most of it, only losing by 3 is Western Boone. Zionsville up 3. It was a very good game for both of these two teams. A nice one to start the WBTV season on, huh?
Well, that'll be it for tonight's broadcast here of WBTV Sports.
We'll be back Friday, 2 games against Lebanon. We'll have the boys and girls coverage. That game will be at
On
Lebanon
behalf of the
rivalry.
IHSAA,
And of course, this one here comes to an end. Western Boone falls here at home. Final 40-37. That is the end of tonight's broadcast. Thank you for listening. I'm
Signing
Colin
off
Bruins.
Nathaniel Vince alongside Colin Bruins, and that'll be it. We'll see you guys Friday.
We look forward to seeing you at our next game. Please exit patiently and kindly.